Good evening, good afternoon, wherever the world you might happen to be. My name is Ghost Dog. Give me a second here. I'm setting something up. All right. How's everybody doing this evening? Professor Ellie. Just waiting. Right now we're in the middle of a snowstorm. Hello, Mike. You don't have to call me sir. My name is Ghost Dog or Larry or whatever you want to call me, Lawrence. Tonight we are going to be promoting and promoting lesser known YouTube creators. Everybody knows the big ones, but nobody knows the smaller ones. And a lot of times, smaller ones are as good, if not better, or on the rise of being another great YouTuber. So, in kind of a thanking ways, I'm just going to go promote. So, if you guys got ideas or people you want me to check out, let me know. We'll look them up and we'll get them looked at. Promote the channel and stuff like that. I've done this before and it's kind of fun. Learn things. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll look at their channel and look at their site, how it looks, presented wise, if they're missing stuff, because presentation is everything when it comes to YouTube channels, creating YouTube channels. Thumbnails, information, links, and stuff like that. And your banner is probably the biggest one. You know, if your banner isn't anything, or it looks too dull, or it's too complicated, uh, and how your shows, how's your presentation, good camera quality and stuff like that, sound and like that. Everything adds up to having a successful show. Now you're probably thinking, well, I only got 1,000, 2,000 people. That's because I don't promote my show, for one. Two, I don't care about being a famous YouTube creator. So I'm just fine. I'm just fine. But if you guys are in it and really want to get serious about it, now I'm no expert, but I've been doing this for a few years, so I kind of know what I'm looking for and what people are generally looking for and stuff like that. Now, you guys might have some inputs, and I welcome it. I absolutely welcome any inputs and stuff like that. But you know, I can name off a couple lesser known creators, and I probably will, but I don't know everybody. So if you guys know any creators out there that maybe we should take a look at, let me know. Let me know. We will most definitely check them out and see how they're doing. Like I said, I've been doing this for quite a few years, so I kind of know. Or still waiting on the part. It's on its way. Actually, it's supposed to be here tonight, around 9 o'clock. But I highly doubt it for the simple fact that we do have that snowstorm, and I wouldn't want wish anybody to be driving in this stuff. Yeah, you helped. Of course you did. Anybody that helped with this family, absolutely. We can't thank you enough. Seriously, we can't thank you enough. You missed my thank you channel, Miss Ella. You missed my thank you video stream. But yeah, a lot of people helped out. One in particular, oh my gosh, I don't know who he is, where he came from. I can't find him anywhere. I asked him if he could follow me on X so I could thank him personally. But congratulations, what job? Hello, Regina. But yeah, yeah. So we're waiting on that part. And second of all, while that snow's blowing, I'm not gonna work on the car because I got to open up the fuse box and tear it down to the terminals, and I do not want to get any liquids, snowflakes turning into water and getting down in those terminals. Uh, that would not be good. You're hurting really bad. Well, I always suggest, depending on the area, if you got a toe that's not hurting, smash it with a hammer, and it'll take your pain away from wherever you're hurting. Just focus on that toe. Never heard of Red Robin. It's your back. Yeah, my back has been messing up too. I think it's just because I've been laying in the bed so day long, waiting and waiting and waiting. It's starting to tweak my back a little bit. But yeah, uh, very, very happy. Uh, I should see where my equipment is. I should go get my phone in that and put it over here. So it's going to be a day. It's not supposed to be snowing tomorrow. So I'm going to probably jump on that when it's not snowing because I really do not want that snow blowing into those terminals and uh, and get them all messed up. And then after waiting over 2 weeks to get it fixed, just to have something stupid like water getting into the terminals because they will be exposed absolutely because you got to take the fuse box apart, take the fuse plate off that holds all the fuses, and then you got your terminals underneath there that the fuses actually plug into. You could take those out. There's like 5 or 6 of them, kind of like an octopus arm, and you got to take those out. So you could take the main fuse box housing out with the EMC, and just to get to the part that I need to change out. So yeah, definitely gonna wait at least one more day. Kind of sucks because I'm gonna have to walk to the store later. But in the meantime, I figure I come on here and say thank you again. Can't thank you guys enough. Uh, I do have my links up there. We're not out of the woods yet. Technically, we could use a few more bucks, but I'm not going to push it. Ain't a fundraiser. It's just there if you guys want to do anything. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm not happy the fact that we got a shitload of snow out there already. I looked out there and I think I could see the car under all that snow. And it's still coming down. It ain't stopping yet. It ain't going to stop till at least 3 o'clock in the morning. And then we have one day of windy weather. And then 2 or 3 more days of more snow. Which sucks. And that heat better heat up in this house pretty soon. It's kind of cool in this room. I just woke up from a nap. And I'm happy. Damn, where did everybody go? Where did everybody go? There you are. Y'all back now. Good. I don't know what happened there. You guys just seemed to disappear out of me. You vanished. Let me go find my phone real quick. Yeah, so I kind of got to get my iPad set up here because for some reason, when I open up another channel on YouTube, it blocks out the writing, the chat room. So I have to see the chat, what you guys are saying. So I got to pull up the iPad so I can see what it is you guys are saying. So let's open up another screen. Actually, I should just put it right in front of me. There we go. Open up YouTube. All right, we are ready to find some people. Hello, Miss Natalie. Good to see you. Good to see you, girl. All right, all right. We are cooking. So, like I said, if you guys know anybody that wants to or knows any creators that you don't think has got enough attention, let's check them out. Or if you are a creator and you want to get up there, let me know, and we will get you going. I do follow a lot of people. A lot of people. You'd be surprised how many people I actually follow. So, before we get going on that, how's everybody else's day going? How's your week going? Hello, Miss Skinner. Good to see you. Like I said, this is promoting lesser known creators out there, YouTube creators. If you or you know anybody that you think is not being exposed enough or could use some a little promoting, just let me know and we'll look them up and check out their stuff. And I don't just look at their videos, I don't just promote their channel, I critique their channels. I'm no professional, I'm not a professional. I always got the sniffles. But I've been around long enough to know what looks good, what's eye candy, and what will turn you off. Right now I'm staring at Eddie and Jen, the Vlogs and Some site. I can't critique him. There's nothing to. He knows what he's doing. He's just not out there, and I really, really wish people would get up there and watch him. Them, I should say. He's on every frickin' day. So let's open up this and check them out. All right, now, like I said, this is Eddie and Jen vlogging some. E find the and. All right. Here's Eddie and Jen, the vlog and some. Very beautiful, very loving, very supportive. Uh, Family. Eddie is the big guy with his arms spread out. Jen's a real short one in there. Those are his kids, except for the gentleman on the end. He's married to Desi. Manny, Tony, and Cody are autistic gentlemen. Manny, the biggest boy there, he's the most severe autistic gentleman. They are paranormal enthusiasts, but they do other things every once in a while. They're huge supporters of a lot of channels, a lot of channels. Uh, it's just incredible. He's got great. He does everything himself. Here's all his videos. Very loving, and usually at the end of any show that he does, any video shows that he does, he has a real message. Sort of like sitting in church, and when the preacher's over there just yapping and yapping, and you ever get that time where he feels like he's talking right to you. Church full of people, but it seems like the sermon or whatever he's saying seems to hit you and just you alone. Well, that's what Eddie and Jen kind of do, when they're a personal message. And I've heard stories from him where followers or people that are watching will come back and send a message and say, "Dude, that was all about me," and he's just really good at what he does. He does all his own editing, and the music in here, I guess 90% of it is his own music. He's a music creator, and so he makes his own music. So don't think, oh, that's pretty cool, I want to get that. Where can I buy that? You're not going to be able to find it because it's one of a kind. I like his presentation. Uh, let's see. He doesn't promote himself. He doesn't ask for money or anything like that. He just doesn't do it. He's a very, very proud man. Even though sometimes, if he ever really truly needed help, he could get help in a heartbeat. Trying to find his information. How do I find that? He does update you on what's going on in the country. That's Jen. And that's Mr. Eddie. Like I said, do check him out. Does he do shorts? Not too much. He does do a lot of live, especially, like I said, every Sunday. He does live. He has special guests on there. One live he had, uh, oh, what's his name? James the Fan, on there. It was a great show. It really, really was. If you haven't seen that one, do check it out. Here it is. This is James Fan. This is really James. Like I said, his link is in there. Check him out. I give him 5 stars out of 5 stars. And like I said, as good as he is, videoing, writing, doing his own work, doing his own music, all around, just a really great guy. Great family. I've met them in person a couple of times, a few times actually, and they are nothing but love. Like I said, you get around them, that's all you feel. You're having a bad day, just start yapping with them. You're not going to walk away like you came in. They're just a good family. He's at 2.28 thousand subscribers. I'd love to see him get up to at least 10,000 or better. So, like I said, there's this link. Get it out. Let's get that family on the map. He's been around for years. I can't even remember how long he started. Let's see. Who else is out there? You guys got to give me some hints. Got to give you some hints. Give me some ideas, folks. Give me some ideas. Promote another filler of mine. See, I could promote all the people I know, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do just that. I also want to do uh, other people's YouTube channels and stuff like that. All right, who we got up next? We got Mr. John Shelton. Yeah, I'll get to her eventually. All right, this is Mr. John Shelton's channel. He is from New England, or the UK, I should say. He's multiple, very, very talented, and very in a lot of areas. Uh, every video he puts up gets better and better. He's a huge Godzilla fan. If you guys get into Godzilla and stuff like that, you definitely want to check his channel out. He's been around for many years. He's got 1.61 thousand subscribers. Awesome job, John. He does his own video skits. He writes his own video skits. Uh, I think he's got more than just one channel, to be honest. I don't know. I would have to ask him personally. He does his own uh, thumbnails and stuff like that, and they're pretty damn cool. He's into heavy metal, that's for sure. I know that. Let's see if he does shorts. Yeah, oh yeah, he does a whole bunch of shorts. Let's see if he does lives. Yep, he does do lives. Not that many, but he does do that. He has a podcast? Oh yeah, that's right. He does have podcasts. Damn, I've totally forgot about all of that. I like his banner. It's simple, it's clean, and it gets to the point. I do wish he had some links here that we could go to. Uh, if you were somewhat blind, I do like his thumbnail or his logo. It's you'll know it's him. You're not going to mistake it with anybody else. I do like this though. The logo he has up here. Keep vlogging. The reason I like it is because I made it for him a couple years ago. Got some friends, features, other friends that he follows and stuff like that. Hello, Miss Jen. You just missed your promo. Just did a promo for you guys. But yeah, this is Mr. John Shelton. Like I said, he's from the UK. Great. He's a musician. He's a writer. He's a creator. He does his own movies, little skit movies and stuff like that. Huge, huge Godzilla fan. Oh, you're welcome. Of course I'm going to hit you. He's another gentleman, great to talk to, and stuff like that. You can find his. Where the hell is the bio? Didn't it used to say bio on there where you could check out that information? I can't even find that no more. Do they take that away now? Emails and links and stuff like that? So yeah, do check him out. Overall, I'll give him a 4.8 on a 5-point star. Uh, let's get his numbers up there, folks. Like I said, I'm really not gonna get over people that have thousands and tens of thousands of people because they're already well known. And this is strictly for lesser known YouTubers, people that I know, people that you probably know, and stuff like that. So if they're over 10,000, I'm just gonna let them alone, do their stuff. But there are definitely some honorable mentions in here and stuff like that. Yeah, like do check out Oh My Gosh, do check out the Fam and people like that. They're great people. They really really are honest, fulfilling, and always entertaining. Always entertaining. This is my uh, roommate, Miss Colleen. She says she doesn't like to be promoted and whatnot, but you live with her. She secretly does wish she had more people. So Miss Colleen, uh, she does more lives than she does videos. Uh, Generally, it's more gaming, the games that she plays and stuff like that. She'll sit on there for a couple hours and stuff like that. But every once in a while, she'll do spirit boxes and whatnot. Uh, I think she'd get more attention. She'd probably do more if she had more people. But I'm proud of her. It took almost 2, 3 years just to get over 100. She's up at 138. Uh, I do like the background because I did it. We need to get our new back thing. The only problem with banners on YouTube is they're so hard to do. I mean, not the designing part. I can make a fantastic banner, but I can never get it to fit. I never can get it to fit, and it really ticks me off. But yeah, like I said, this is my roommate. This is the mama downstairs. You've seen her a couple times. Probably heard her. Do check her out. She can be very, very funny at times. She can be real bitchy when she grumpy mood and whatnot. But yeah, do check her out. I got her link there. So we got 3 people up here so far. Eddie and Jen. Definitely check them out. John Shelton, check her out. Check them out. Check out Colleen. So who else is on the board? Who else needs to get some attention over here? Would like some attention. Well, I follow a lot of people. I don't even know who they are. That's kind of like Eddie and Jen. They follow just about anybody. They do have their favorites. I'll tell you that. but they do follow a lot of people. So who else? Who else do we got to find? Need some names, folks. Need some names. Give me a name. We'll look them up. And like I said, if I really don't know them that well, I'll just critique their YouTube channel, and that's it. I can't critique them on their videos because I would have to watch their videos and lighting and stuff like that. If you're just getting into YouTube, uh, getting into it and just starting your own channel, if you have any questions, uh, feel free to ask. We got a couple people that video themselves, and we can give you some critique. We can give you some ideas, suggestions, and stuff like that. I do know one of the most important things about, especially if you're doing videos, lighting. Lighting is everything. And making sure people can hear you. That is very, very important. Because the more light you got, the better the picture quality, the video quality will be. Everybody thinks, oh, it's the camera. You got to have a good camera. Yeah, it's somewhat true. A hand camera can take some great videos. But if you can't afford a great video camera, which will cost you a couple hundred to $1,000 or better, you'd be surprised what a cell phone could do, a smartphone could do. A smartphone could take really good video. It's the lighting, though. It's what makes it pop, what makes it give you better. Sound is very, very critical. You don't want to get somewhere where it's really windy and you can't hear you because you're hearing all the wind. Well, there's suggestions for that. Wind socks, those little furry things, or your microphone. Those do help. Even a good GoPro. Yep. It's simple stuff that people don't think about. You know, the number one thing I always hear people say is, "Oh, you got to get a good camera. You got to get a good camera." Well, if you're spending thousands of dollars and want to spend thousands of dollars, go for it. Otherwise, no, you don't need that. I want to tell you. I'm going to give you an example. Check out. Uh, why do I keep forgetting his name? The Fam. Check out his videos for the beginning. They're all done, mostly done on a phone. James the Fan, yes. He is one gentleman, one creator of all the creators, to be honest, maybe a couple others, but my top five of the best creators out there. No, he doesn't have millions and millions of subscribers and everything else and stuff like that. But what he does have, he's a genius. The man's half blind. He edits most of his own stuff right on the phone that he's taking the video with. And he's got cojones the size of Manhattan. And he's really not afraid too much of anything. He'll go into places by himself that a normal man wouldn't go into. He's gutsy. All right, let me. Let me check this out. Is this who you're talking about, Jen? Okay. All right. This is one people I do not know. So first thing you do is I'm going to subscribe to them. And this is a suggestion by Eddie and Jen. Uh, are they live right now?
Do you guys do tours during the snow?
All right. This is PSYD Kicks Paranormal. They are live streaming right now. If you want to see their link, I don't know much about them except they are in the paranormal world, as you can honestly see. I don't even know which one is. It'd be nice if they actually title themselves so we know who is who. So which one is it? Which one is the people you're talking about? Top left, top right, bottom, center? I'm actually going to type them a little message. All right, let's see what he says about this.
Learn a lot about Hoover House from watching our episode. Are you like a Hoover House expert now? Do you think you could give a tour there? He's on a little bit of delay, folks. Either that or he's just really slow.
I don't think I can give a tour, but I do want to go to the Hoover House, and I know who to contact if I want to visit the Hoover House.
We'll see
Good.
what he does when he gets to that point.
I am not that slow, but
Well,
Jamie Lynn says Crazy Bitch by Buck Cherry. Damn.
Ooh, there you go. Pop goes the weasel.
Hey, thank you, Haunted Trucking. Pop goes the weasel. Only if they could actually launch me out of the coffin. I would have to be coffin launched.
Coffin watched.
I would have to be just like a trebuchet.
okay, folks, you got their link up there. Jen put
So
it
are
up
you gonna
there.
have a funeral, or are
It's
you
a
going to
PSYD Kicks
See,
Paranormal.
so this is a great question, folks, especially for those that believe, in the afterlife. What are your thoughts? Okay, so what makes this really important?
This is their setup. I really do like their thumbnails. Great thumbnails. Uh, I guess they do more podcasts, live shows than they do anything else because I don't see anything for. Well, let's check out. Well, I guess they do got videos. They got a few videos. It's about 5 years ago, 5 years. Only 119. I agree with you, Jen. They are funny. I love their banner. Simple but to the point. Very, very nice. Do go check them out. Tell them Ghost Dog sent you. And make sure you like and subscribe to them. And let's get those numbers up. I would love to see them. I would love to see their faces when they notice their subscribers going up. We're at 119 right now. I'll refresh this in a couple minutes, see if you guys are going in there and saying something. Matter of fact, let's kind of watch them.
And I mean, for the Buddhists, you really can't.
Make sure you
have
say
that
something to their chat.
sense. Then again, and Yakuza and
Let's see you guys get in there. Let's see. Let's see you.
Very true, George.
But no, not really. I mean, if they want to send me off in the boat with an effigy, I'll take the water and set me on fire.
I do not want to play it too much because I don't want to get in trouble. Even though I'm sure they wouldn't do anything, but it's the fact that you got to have some respect and stuff like that. Uh, so somebody get there, like, subscribe them, leave a message in the chat. I want to see the reaction. I want to see them over. I want to see that subscriber jump up. And I guess it's these two up here is the people that were watching. Miss Pam Shine. Yeah. Well, if TikTok goes down, YouTube's gonna. I know there's a lot of TikTok people out there right now that are switching over or have switched over uh, to YouTube or starting up YouTube stuff and stuff like that because TikTok is really, really on the edge of being gone forever. And I haven't heard much lately. I know Trump got TikTok turned back on after that 24-hour shutdown, but you haven't heard anything since then, and nobody's really talking about what's going to happen with TikTok. So I don't know, but I do know a lot of people I did watch. They're very rarely on, if they're even on anymore. But the people that are still on, they are definitely uh, getting YouTube channels up and running and stuff like that, or maybe they had a YouTube channel at one time and they're just getting back to it. So I see Eddie and Jen said hello, sending hugs. Love your way. So there we go. We got anybody else? Let's get some more people up here. I know one person I want to check out because I didn't even know they had a channel, to be honest. And I kind of feel bad because I did not know. And that is our very, very own Miss Pam Syme. Love that lady with all my heart. Beautiful. Very helpful, very supportive. I always thought she was just a super supporter. And there are a few people out there that do exactly that. That's all they do. They just support YouTube creators and stuff like that. And I love that. I really do. All right. Again, starting with the banner. Very simple, very clean, and right to the point. Nothing fancy, not uh, cluttered or anything like that. Got her information up there. Not sure exactly what she does. I love her thumbnails. Are these all yours? Wow. Damn, girl, you're good. I like this. What? But that's just it. Where is the about section? It's no more there. It's not there no more. Anybody else seeing that? I don't see an about section. It's got shorts. Does she do live? Yes, she does do lives. I'll be damned. I've known her for a few years now, and I never knew she had her own channel. I honestly didn't. Well, kick me in the ass. Okay, so that's what it is. You gotta go to the more. She got all her links up there. That is awesome. Joined back in 2011. Hey, she's a quiet one. She doesn't really say anything. Like I said, it wasn't until last live stream that I even knew she had a channel. That's awesome. I unsubscribed, so don't have to worry about that. Definitely give you a 5 out of 5. I like it. I like it. Nah, 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 nah. You trying to rub it in? Definitely have to watch some of her videos. These I like. I like these. I love trailers. I really do. And that's the one thing a lot of people do not do. They do not put up trailers. You can make them up to 2 minutes, and basically what it is, you give all the information to what your show's about, who you are, and maybe little examples of what you do in a 2 minute section. And it's called a trailer. It's the thing you see on top that most people view of everything. And a lot of people do not either not know about it, or they're just too lazy to try to put one together. But if you can put it live together, it really does boost your show, because people's attention spans are so short nowadays. If it's more than 2 minutes, they're not going to watch it. You know, they spend the first 30, 45 minutes getting their coffee or something while they're playing it. You know, so you want something simple, quick, to the point, what is it about, and stuff like that. So, who else are we going to check out? Now, I know a friend of mine, if I can find her again. She is just starting to get back into videoing. And that is A.L. Skinner. Lovely lady from Canada. I thought she had more than this. Was she live? Or is she doing shorts? Don't know much about what she actually does. I just know her as a really good friend and stuff like that. A dream is a wish. They're very short, so do check them out. Make sure you subscribe. Give her a like on one of her channels. Leave her a comment. Uh, I don't think she even has a banner, does she? There she goes. Make sure you click on the more. It gives you all the information about the people and stuff like that. 3,000 views. Nice. I want to check you out, Eddie. Now that I know where the hell it's at. Oh my gosh, Eddie and Jen. Holy shit. Yes, that is Pam's link right there. 100,000 plus views. Nice job. Nice. Very nice. Congratulations. Like I said, folks, do check them out. I do know, and again, they're not going to promote it. They may mention it, but they're not going to promote it. So it's our job to promote them. One, they are trying to raise money to take the boys to Disneyland. I don't know how much they have. I don't know how much more they need. But I do know anything you can donate to them would greatly help them. And as soon as I get back on my feet, I'm definitely going to be donating back to it. Because there are other people that absolutely help me out. But they do have their links up here. Do check them out. I didn't even know you had a... Check out your Teesprings. Oh, don't you have anything up there? Huh. Love them, love them, love them. They're my brother and sisters. 106,000 views. Man, I am so proud of you, Eddie and Jen. I am so proud of you. But we need to get those subscribers up to at least 10,000. Abso-frickin-lutely. Abso-frickin-lutely. Well, how much is the Disney package? Do you know what the rough value is? Cost, I should say. I know it can't be cheap, especially with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people going, unless you take Desi and them with you. Well, I'm sure it's a lot, but you know, it kind of helps if you knew what your goal was. For like $2,000, $3,000, what? I know it's got to be in the thousands. And are you going to fly there or are you going to drive there? Then you're talking about hotel costs and stuff like that. But I do believe they have Disney. Where's that friend of yours, that traveling friend? The one that books travels and vacations and stuff like that. Love to get her on here and see what it's going to cost you guys. Maybe do some pushing for you guys. Because I would love to see you guys take a break. Anybody needs a break. You guys really, really need a break. Yeah, that one lady you interviewed at one time. That's who I'm talking about. Give me a second. I gotta go find the bathroom real quick. Had to get some of that moo juice. It's still snowing out there. Hello, Miss Sarah. Potato and Sarah. Good to see you guys. All right. This is another friend of mine, Miss Christina and Son, Go Squad. I'm not sure exactly what it is that she does. I don't know. She makes jewelry, crystals and stuff like that. She does tarot cards, and she's got a doll that allegedly talks to her and stuff like that. Right now she's live doing probably a panel or something like that, some readings and stuff. I always have a cold. Ghost Squad. See if she's got any videos up. But she does. Any shorts? Absolutely a bunch of shorts. Lives. Very persistent. Hardcore. She does a live just about almost every night. Known her for a few years. Do go check her out. This is her link. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and watch one of our videos or something like that. Leave a comment. That way it locks it in. The only thing I don't like, well, and that's just me and me alone. All these pictures are generally hers, but they're AI'd. They make her look a lot younger than she really truly is. And that's one thing I've never liked about any YouTube creator is that they use AI filters to make them look younger than they actually are. Christina is a very beautiful woman just by herself. Just this is her up in the left-hand corner. You know, she's a very beautiful woman in herself. She doesn't need to do all this AI stuff. Banner, very nice. So definitely check her out. She is live now. Apparently she's doing some live reading and stuff like that. So who else on here? Hey, Misty Mountain. You know, I was just talking about you the other day, Misty Mountain. Now I want to see if Misty's got. I think I caught one of her shows recently. Misty Mountain had where she used to live. Did you move? Is this what I'm reading up here? Oh no, you're from you moved here from Canada. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. West Virginia. That's where it was. Now, what's cool about hers is she has an extremely extremely, and I'm not joking, folks, when I say an extremely haunted backyard. And I'm telling you, you've got to watch her live streams because when she does her live streams, she usually has a camera set up in her backyard uh, and her home. Her husband, correct me if I'm wrong, Misty, at any time. I think it was her husband had just passed, and the house is now haunted. But I am really interested in her backyard. Her backyard. If you guys have never, if you ever wonder what an orb looks like, definitely check out when she's got her camera on. Who is it that passed then? That making your house haunted? It was just recent. Either way, she's got some great paranormal activity going on in her household, and in her backyard, and her house and stuff like that. Getting back to the orbs, she doesn't just have orbs. You know the general ones that you see floating around that are usually white or whatnot. No, no, she's got the colored orbs, all different types of colors in her orbs back there. It's just I have never seen so many colored orbs in one spot in my entire life. Okay, even watching all videos, I've never seen so many colored orbs as she does in her backyard. And she's got this one picture. I have it on my thing. I can't remember how to actually show it to you. But she took a picture of her backyard in a fence line, and there was a most definitely you could absolutely 100% don't even have to squint your eyes or like, oh, maybe. No, 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 no. You know for a fact what you're looking at is a ghost dog. It's an actual dog that is a ghost. The ghost dog one. Yes. And if I knew how to transfer it, you know what? Who's on here? It's Jen. You still on here? Oh my gosh. Panic D. Oh my gosh. How is you and your wife doing? Oh wow. Right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find I have that picture and I want to show there it is. Okay. Uh who could I send this to? Jen, are you still there? Okay, I just sent you a message. All right, now let's see if I can work this out. Oh my God, I'm still tripping on Panic D here. My gosh, you want to talk about some of the smartest people in the country, and I have no qualms of saying that. They are some of the smartest people in the country. His wife used to be a teacher, or still is a teacher. Where's the messenger? All right, let's go. Let's do it this way. Uh, Give me a second. What do you guys see? Tell me what you guys see. What do you see? This is in the back of Misty Mountain's 1967 backyard. Yep. And it's not a real. That is exactly what it is. It is a dog. It is a real ghost dog. Me personally, I think this is a beagle. What do you guys think? But this is a ghost. This is actually a ghost. You hear about spirit animals. Some people catch them and stuff like that. No, it ain't no poodle because you can see its floppy ears and you can see its tail and its white tip. But either way, that this is just a clip of a larger picture. Misty, did you not have a man standing there as well? I don't have the original picture that you sent me, but I do believe, or maybe it was a different picture, where she had a gentleman standing by her back fence. And it's real close to you, Panic D, really close to you, where she lives, Virginia. And like I said, you want to see colored orbs, you got to check out her backyard. If anything, check out her website, period. And I do have it up here. Her channel. This is her channel. This is her. She does talk shows and stuff like this. And her place is haunted as well. Uh, and like I said, it's all her backyard. It's inside her home. Very active. Uh, she's not a BS lady. She doesn't make up stories. She shows you, and you basically see it for yourself. And man, Paddock D would have a field day going to her place. I'm serious, Panic D. You really will like her stuff. She doesn't have that much. I'm seeing that, but it's enough to make you watch one of her videos very closely and a couple times because you're going to see stuff that'll just blow your mind. And to me, I love the backyard. The backyard will just blow your mind, especially if she's got that one video of the colored orbs. Maybe it's just pictures, but they're all different color orbs. And if anybody knows anything about orbs, they're not just white orbs. There are multiple colors, and they all represent different ideas and their meanings and what they could be. I mean, somebody more expert, more knowledgeable on orbs, go ahead, jump in and say anything. And her backyard just loaded. Now, I think she just said that ago where she's at is part of the Civil War activities and fighting. Might have happened in her backyard. I don't know. But like I said, I've seen a couple pictures that just absolutely blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. And the orbs were one thing. And like I said, there were multiple colors. It wasn't just one color like most people see. About 99% of the people that I ever see orbs are usually just black and white. No, there are different color orbs. Absolutely. I'm not that knowledgeable about orbs, so forgive me my ignorance on that. But I'm sure there's a couple people out here that do know about their meanings, their colors, and what they represent and stuff like that. She has it. And Misty Mountain has it. And then, like I said, you just saw that picture of the dog. That was just a random picture in their backyard. And, yeah, that's not a real animal. That's a spirit dog. and it's just crazy. When I first saw this, I knew exactly what it was. It's a beagle. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is generally a beagle. Ah, see now Paddock D. I'm going to tell you something about Paddock D. Very respectful, very honest. They go to a lot of places. They got to. Do you still do videos? Let's go check out their channel. And one thing I liked about Panic D's, I forget his wife's name. I really do, and I apologize. I'm getting old. What can I say? No, that's not what I wanted. Here we go. Why? What is going on? Are you hiding on me? Fine, I'll do you this way. I'll just bring your ass over. There. Panic D. You want to know histories about any place you go to? These are the people you want to get a hold of. They're very knowledgeable. They've been just about every haunted place, at least in America, that I could think of. They've been to Gettysburg. They've been whatever. His wife, his beautiful wife, uh, is a teacher or still a teacher. And she does these experiments. The one that sticks to my mind the most is she made these biscuits that the Civil War people used to eat. And these things were hard. And if I remember one time, she was saying that some soldiers actually put them in their breastplates or in their pockets and whatnot, and it actually acted like armor. That's how hard these things were. But like I said, they do a lot of history stuff. They know their game. You know, they know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. She does all kinds of stuff. And a lot of the stuff that she used to make was from the Civil War era and stuff like that. So it's really cool. Just watching them alone, it's just. I honestly, of all the paranormal people in the world, I can honestly say they are my top three go-to people. No ifs, no ands, no buts. Highly intelligent, and I'm not even bragging about that. It's just simple facts. They used to do shows, game shows, and stuff like that. Uh, whatnot. Well, I didn't want to say number one because everybody will start bitching, so I put you at number three. No, and the top three, so you could be one, two, or three. Uh, 5,000 followers. Why isn't that up to like 1 million already? But yes, definitely check them out. If you haven't subscribed to them, hold on. Let me get the link here. Let me get the link here. There you go. I know I put an X in there. It hit the wrong button. But anyways, Panic D, right there. These are the people you want to check out. Over 340 locations, folks. I don't even think Omar has visited this many places. 340 locations. Why aren't you in the top At least 100,000 people. I don't get it. I don't get it. 370 plus. Holy shit. Okay, let me ask you this real quick, and I'm sorry I don't have my video up and stuff like that because it only stays up for like 40 minutes. But one question I would like to ask is, in America alone, what's one place you haven't been to that you guys would love to get to? Would love to check out in America. And you are active 9 days ago. Pacific Northwest. Oh, sort of like Seattle and up there. You haven't been up in the tunnels? Up in Seattle? See, this is when I actually met them about 5, 6 years ago. Oh my gosh, you guys would have a field day. It's one of my bucket lists to try to resend link to Messenger Ghost. Okay, I'll have to check that. Uh, but yeah, my gosh, if there's people out there, and there's a lot of great paranormal investigators, enthusiasts, and stuff like that out there, that hands down, I'm not even gonna lie about that. But I'm telling you, if you want to know somebody personally that I could highly recommend as probably the most educated, uh, experienced in the paranormal field, it's gonna have to be Panic D. And I'm not joking, folks. I'm not joking. They do their research, they do their investigation, and they will debunk stuff. They're not these people like, oh, that bump in the sound. Oh my gosh, that was a ghost. No, 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 no. They, again, top two people in the world that I know personally. And I've seen a lot of ghosts. Hell, I'm in the paranormal world. At least I used to be a lot. And I can't even wave a stick at them to what they know. And they're knowledgeable. And they've been a lot of places. And he says he hasn't been, there's a few places he still haven't been. And respect, respect, respect. Uncovering the Spooky Secrets of Kent State Trumbull Campus. Is that the one you want me to check out? I would love, there's a lot. Eddie and Jen know a few really well known enthusiasts and investigators and stuff like that, like the brothers. I can't think of them. I would give anything to see those brothers and Panic D to get together to do a video. Oh my gosh, that would be one hellacious video to watch. Oh my prayers. Oh. She's coming back though? Yeah, I know where they live because I was gonna actually I literally Amen. Amen. Sean. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is their about section. Uh, I think 2010 is actually kind of short. Here's all their links. Over 334,000 views, 540 videos. I, this is what really bums me out because I know how good you are. You're like that. Oh, I can't think of. You should have your own TV show, basically, is what I'm saying. Absolutely. Absolutely should have your own TV show. Because every time I watch them, especially their live shows, I learn stuff. And they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Bullshit. Oh yeah, I knew about this. I was trying to think about what it was, but right here, sign up for the. Do you still have this going? The Parapeeps Insider weekly email newsletter to the Paranormal Peeps group. Is that still going? Yeah, I hear you on that one, brother. Last night I spent 330 some odd dollars for groceries. Well, again, I'll copy. This is their link right here. This is the one you're looking right at. So it can't be wrong. That is it right there, folks. And if they ever do a live again, do jump in on their lives, folks. Do jump in. The last one is 4 years ago, so uh, but I'm sure they'll probably do it again now that she's getting her voice back. Just take your time, Maria. Take your time. But they do take questions and stuff like that. It's just, gosh, you're very welcome, Misty. Working on the studio. Oh wow. And I, like I said, when they go to a place, their history, they kind of remind me of X Files, uh, not the TV series, Colin and them, where they do this big history uh, layout before the show actually gets going. It's kind of what Sean and them do. You know what you're looking at. You know what you're watching. And they're very detailed. They do their research. They don't just go in there like, hey, yeah, this place is haunted, and then people will just lay out what they've heard on the internet or something like that. They don't do actual back checking, and I really don't like shows that don't do that. They're in there just for the excitement and the screams and whatnot, but you have no idea what you're looking at. You have no history on what it is, and that's one thing big. I always look in a paranormal show, any type of paranormal shows. I need that background. Otherwise, I'm just watching an entertainment show. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Herbalist and energy healer. Cool. Absolutely cool. God, these are great people. You know what? If I say in 5 to 10 minutes, I'll give you guys 5 to 10 minutes. You think anybody will come up to my Zoom? Trust me, you won't have to be up there long because yeah, I got the free version. It's only 40 minutes long. If you guys want to, I'll give you uh, 5 or 10 minutes, and I'll pull the Zoom up and I'll put the links out. If you guys want to come up, we'll talk this because you guys are talking stuff that I would love to hear in your own voice. And you don't have to be on camera, just as long as we can hear you. And that's all we need, you know. But yeah, I would love to because, folks, you got to, you know, I can sit there and brag about somebody all day long. And unless you personally listen to them and hear their stories and stuff like that and their backgrounds, I I don't do them justice. I really don't. Because like I said, you know, until I get back working, get my car running, the parts should be coming in tonight. But with the snowstorm, it's probably going to be delay one day. I got to check my Facebook real quick. Oh, I got to get out of this. There we go. I don't see it. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't matter. You don't even have to personally show your face or anything like that. I just want people to hear you guys talk because I love listening to Sean and Maria because, like I said, they're so knowledgeable on so many things. It blows my mind. You know, if I were to go back to school, especially for paranormal, I would sign up for their class if they were teaching it in a heartbeat. Exactly, exactly. So let me pull this up. Oops. Cancel that one. Open that one. Close that one. Open this one. There we go. Like I said, I got 40 minutes. I'm on the free version. Uh, if somebody's new that I don't know comes up, I just ask you please to be respectful and mindful because I will boot you faster than lightning. Okay? Just accepted him. There he is. We're just waiting for the audio. Go ahead, say something, sir. Nope, can't hear you. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's on. Nope, I can't hear you. Now you're nothing. Did you check your audio to make sure it's connected? I hear Misty.
Yeah, just a second. I gotta mute the stream.
Okay.
You're Misty.
Okay.
Yeah, go into your audio section and make sure it's set up to your laptop. Mr. Eddie. We're
Hey,
trying to we're trying to get Sean's audio working here. I just think it's funny, and he's gonna smack me. I just got done promoting him and telling him, bragging about him, and he can't work the audio.
hey, it happens to me too, so I can't say anything.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you,
No.
Misty. I can hear you, Eddie. It's just Sean. He said he's on his laptop, so I don't understand why the mic's not working.
I'm sorry, Misty, I can't hear you.
Don't, Eddie.
I'm playing, Misty. Susan, I'm playing. You know that.
I'm just trying to figure out all of this different stuff. It's
Can you hear
been
me
forever
now?
since I've been in Zoom.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear
Yes.
you. Welcome, Sean.
Yeah, my laptop's set to attend meetings and just listen.
Oh wow! All right,
All right, there we go.
I'm assuming
Now I can talk.
I assume everybody knows everybody except maybe Misty. You don't know Sean. Sean, this is Misty. She's a Canadian, transferred to
Hey, Sean.
to
Hi, Misty. Nice to meet you.
And you apparently know her area, huh?
Yeah, we've been to Harper's Ferry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ghost. The picture I was talking about, I did send it to you. It shows on the Larry one. I can pull it up. I've got it on my screen if you want. You were talking about all the orbs.
Yeah, I don't know if I got the share thing on. Maybe let me.
It's lit, so I'm assuming.
Okay, go for it if you can.
No, it says it's disabled.
Okay, let me do this. All participant. And I think,
You're more tech savvy than I am for.
trust me, I'm not. Okay, you should be able to do it now.
Okay. Let's see if that works.
Oh, let me get this out of here. There we go.
Oh, nice.
And I can zoom in on it too, guys. Like, check out if I can get it to zoom in. This one right here. I don't know if you can see my cursor or not because it's covering the
yeah.
screen.
Now,
Look at the face.
I do have a question. Pardon my ignorance on orbs. I've never really got into orbs. I do know they exist, and I do believe in them. But again, as I said, there are multiple colors of orbs, and they all represent different.
And they've got energy
and stuff like that.
signatures.
What are the green ones? Because look to your right of that picture. There's a lot of green in there.
Yeah, there's green, there's like the blue, I've got one that's like a purple. Like they're all different colors.
But isn't that just blows your mind of the orbs?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I've never
And
seen that.
look,
I think
right
we
in
did
here.
I think we did a live stream once talking about orbs or something, and it showed like the different shapes and the different colors. Like you could tell when you look at it if it's an insect or if it's
Yeah.
this, or if it's a glare or something. But the
Yeah.
ones, if they have color like that or something where it looks like a face or something in it, those are the interesting ones.
Yeah, I've got most of these. If you look at them and zoom in, they've got faces.
Now, pull,
Yeah.
There's a soldier standing right there, guys.
I can't see that one. There's just so many orbs. But pull to that green one once, the one that you were showing particular.
This one?
Yeah, somewhere up in there. He was just talking about seeing a face or something like that.
Yeah. You can almost
If you
make
look at
out
the
a
woman's
face or
face.
something.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you can. You can see the eyes. You can see the eyes, the hairline. Kind of like he's looking down. Oh, that's a trip.
And there's like
So many
face on this
spirits
one.
in that picture. It's
There's a spirit here.
oh yeah, you can see it standing right there.
Oh my gosh. Now that you did that, yeah.
That's your backyard?
That's my backyard.
Holy cow.
Look at this one.
Sean, you live right next to her too.
Where are you at, Sean? If you don't mind
We're
me
in
asking.
Northeast Ohio. We're in Youngstown, Ohio.
Because I'm always open for somebody to do investigations with.
Well, I tell you what, we come back to your area, I'll be in touch.
Oh, definitely, for sure.
Uh, John, do you have Facebook, X, or anything like that?
So me?
Yeah, what other social medias do you have?
If you want to get a hold of me directly, well, if you want to get a hold of like both of us, it's Panic D videos. But if you want to get a hold of me directly on Facebook or whatever, it's just S Donnelly. I'm just not roll.
Is it in your profile, in your bio, on your?
No, I don't put that. Sure.
Okay.
No.
Well, if anybody asks me, or if you see him, ask him, and
So
he'll hook up with you.
I want to say something, okay, just so you kind of understand what Panic D is and where it comes from. If you go to panicd.com, it's real short, panicd.com, that is a database of locations across the country that have paranormal. It just so happens we've been to 370 plus of those locations.
Nice.
So Panic D stands for Paranormal Activity Network, something, I don't know, it's an acronym. And I started that back when we had our first paranormal experience in 2010. I started that database because I'm like, I wanted to create something like paranormal meets Google, because if we're going into an area and we're starting to research this stuff, I want to know, is there something going on, that type of thing.
Exactly.
And as I find stuff, I just keep throwing it in. And now there's like an encyclopedia in there. I just keep throwing all that stuff in there because what am I going to do with it? I mean, literally, that's why we're redoing the studio. So we just put in, what, 3 bookshelves. And they're full already.
Wow.
We got stuff everywhere. Like, what are we going to do with this? So, it's a hobby of love, actually. Just
And I remember you
being
saying that 5 years ago that you ever putting together, or you had already put together, or in the process of filling something out like that. It was like a database. I remember you saying something like that. I was like, man, that is
Yeah.
so cool. If more investigators knew about that, and enthusiasts, I think they would enjoy their experiences a lot more. You know.
So, and what's really cool is when you start piecing the things together. Like I was saying in chat, like we're slowly getting back into everything. Like our big trip this summer when we were off was we went to Dayton.
Hey,
Okay,
don't scoff Dayton.
that was our big trip. The Dayton. No, normally a big trip for us is like, okay, St. Augustine, Puerto Rico, or San Diego, whatever. Our big trip was Dayton, Ohio, which isn't that far. However, it was exciting because we went on the JFK Air Force One plane. We went to the grave of the Wright brothers. Things like that. That's a huge vacation for us, and it's awesome. You get to see that stuff. We actually saw a 1905 original 1905 flyer. Was
Wow.
down in Dayton. Um, what else did we do?
Now you're talking about the base, right?
We went to Wright-Patterson Air Force
Yeah,
Base,
yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
where they believe that that's where the aliens are. We were there.
Well, there's a house there that used to belong to the general or something like that, if I remember my history correctly, and it's well known and it's very haunted as well. And it's right on the base. I remember that. As a matter of fact, I think Ghost Hunters did a series, did a show where they went to the house itself, and like I said, it's extremely haunted. The whole base is supposed to be paranormal active.
We've never been there, and it's 3.5 hours. It's actually closer to Dayton than Gettysburg, but we never like went that direction. So we said, okay, we need an adventure because life has been interesting since I use the word shutdown. I guess YouTube doesn't like what it was.
Yeah.
We haven't been anywhere because when that hit, we had to walk away from the channel, and that was sad. But I was on alert almost 24/7 because I'm supporting all the teachers, all the administration, all the staff, all the parents, and everything, trying to deliver education online.
Wow.
And helping teachers because they didn't know how to transition to that and everything. And that went on for 2 years, 7 days a week, 24/7. So I didn't have time to do YouTube at all. Like I had to put that aside. And then when that was over and everything started getting back to normal and everything, we took a trip to Gettysburg. We go to Gettysburg at least once a year. We try to. And what year was that? 2 years ago, a
If
year
you
and a half ago.
head up this way to Gettysburg, get
What's
in
that?
touch with me. I'm an hour away.
Okay, we'll do. Yeah, we go every year, but we went Memorial Day of 23, and we have a like a Class A RV that's in storage because it's just cheaper for her and I just to hop on a plane and go than to put gas in that thing and drive it somewhere.
Yeah.
So
especially nowadays.
we're sitting at the hotel and we're watching the Memorial Day parade, and something just came over me. Like, we've had this property uh by her dad's house. It's like 10 acres. We've had that property for 11 years. Haven't done anything with it. It was overgrown and everything. And while we're just sitting there, something just hit me. And I said, Merritt, why don't we go over to the property, clean it up, get the RV out of storage and put it over and make like a private campground? So we have some place to go, like we could go and do our research, take books and that kind of thing, and just kind of change the scenery from the house because we were stuck here for 2 years.
All right.
And we're paying storage. The storage keeps going up and up, and just out of the blue, sitting there, okay, in Gettysburg. So we come back from that trip and we started working on the property. We had somebody come in, cut it down for us with a brush hog, and we start putting it in the driveway. Now, her and I are older. We're not in shape by no means. We're not construction people, but I thought it was something different. Okay, so we're putting in a gravel driveway, and we saved some money buying some recycled gravel, which is basically crushed up concrete.
Right.
And problem with that is, although it's cheaper, it's full of rebar, and we're putting it in the driveway. So we have to pick out the rebar as we're spreading it. And Marianne's bending over, picking out this rebar while we're spreading the driveway. And then, we come home every night. We're both sore. Anyways, you got to take a hot shower, get up, do it. But it was great, a great experience. So we come home one night, and she was hurting so bad, like she couldn't shake it. And I said, either you got to go to the doctor, I'm taking you to the hospital, because all that bending and everything, you hurt something, like
Right.
something inside's not right. So that was a Wednesday. By that Friday, she was having a CT scan, and we had an appointment with a surgeon in Akron, and they diagnosed her with stage 3C ovarian cancer. She had an 11-pound tumor.
Oh
Oh
my
my God.
gosh.
So this was right before school started, and Marianne never misses a day of school ever. And she goes to the doctor, to the surgeon. She goes, well, can I wait till like Christmas break? We're off for a couple of weeks to have the surgery, everything. He goes, if you don't do it now, you won't be here by Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
So she went through, had the surgery, went through weeks of chemo and, all that stuff. Everything's great now. She's doing great. She's right here. She's got her hair back.
Hi, beautiful.
She's doing great. But what is the point of the story is just sitting there in Gettysburg and out of the blue saying, hey, go do your property. We would have never found that. She had no pains, nothing.
Hmm.
And if they didn't catch it in time like they did, because it was spreading, but they got it. So
Yeah. I don't have my omentum anymore, that little flap of skin inside that holds your intestines in place. I don't have that anymore.
she's momentum free.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because it was in there too, and it was wrapped around my ureter and my, kidneys and my
Colon.
pretty much it was wrapping
Wow.
around everything. So
luckily it didn't spread. Luckily the chemotherapy worked. And through the whole thing, the major surgery, chemotherapy, everything, the only thing that she was on the whole time was like over-the-counter Tylenol.
Oh, wow.
They gave her so much stuff that would have just knocked her out. But during chemo, she lost her voice.
yeah.
Hmm.
And Ghost, you watched our videos, that history narration is all Marianne, So I'm like, okay, we'll keep we'll wait, before we come back. And I started doing those ghost reports myself instead of doing Boris. The Boris's voice. I just did the quick shorts to try to stimulate the channel again. And
Right.
like, yeah, when her voice is back, I said, guess what? You're going to start doing shorts. She's the talent.
So correct me if I'm wrong, you have a lot of experience doing like editing and voiceovers and
Oh, yeah.
That's all him.
See, I'm the technology coordinator for
See, my
for
problem is
district.
I have no technology knowledge. I don't know how to edit as far as changing your video. What you see in my videos is what I take. I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to change.
It's not a bad thing. I mean, you put out that raw stuff. That's pretty good. But if you want to
I would like to learn how to make it look better. Like
look at the
way it is.
DaVinci Resolve. I just started using that, and it's free. There's a free version. There's a free version.
Yeah, see, I use Filmora, and it, unless it's updated a lot since I've done a video, it doesn't give you a whole lot of options.
Actually,
yeah, DaVinci Resolve is pretty powerful, and there's a lot of tutorials and things out there on how to do things. That's how I learned it, like real quick.
Yeah.
Like the first video I used to edit with it, I was able to do the transitions and cutting and that kind of thing, and cleaning things up and layering the audio, adjusting the volume. Now, I'll tell you guys something, and I'm only saying this. I'm a very tiny channel at 5,000, very tiny. But I'll tell you the one thing that keeps people captivated watching videos is the audio.
Yeah.
Okay, because a lot of people,
I got a lot of mine. I need to start doing voiceovers.
Yes,
and telling people what's there.
We use Blue Eddy microphones in the studio. They're USB microphones, and we could sit there with no headphones on and just talk, and it picks it up.
Now I'll tell you,
it's clear.
Oh wow!
Not to trump your show there. There is somebody else in this room right now that's actually really good at editing as well, and the voiceover. No,
Eddie?
Mr. Eddie. Eddie is actually, I've watched him, and what's really cool is, especially when it comes to music stuff, Eddie does basically all his own music to the point that
that's cool.
He actually got yelled at. Tell that story about YouTube. Try to take you off or something.
Yeah, they thought I had did a song that somebody. It wasn't. First of all, wasn't. I don't really do cover songs, unless it's a song that was done by my cousin, which you had mentioned, Dayton, and it's my cousin, the late Roger Troutman, who I'm going to visit his grave the next time I come back to Ohio, because he's buried in Dayton. But so I used to talk box a lot, and I did a video that had a song that sounded like Roger, and they tried to say that it was his.
Oh no!
So I had to prove to YouTube that I was the one that made this song. So I had to send my licensing. I got my own record label. So I had to send that, because I'm a member of BMI. So I've done all the paperwork and sent all that to them, faxed it over. It took them about maybe 4 or 5 days, and then they sent me an apology letter.
Again, apology letter for YouTube is rare.
Yeah. Well, see, the problem with YouTube is most of it's ran by bots. It's supposed to like AI, so they probably went out there initially, the computers and the logarithms and stuff compared that and said, oh yeah, it's a copyright thing.
Right.
But you're right. We ran into that too. What's really bad is if you run into it with a live stream, that sucks. But,
yeah, I've had that happen.
Ran into that too. And if you send your stuff in and prove your case and document it, they'll listen to you and say, oh, okay, yeah, I made a mistake. They always say we made a mistake, but I'm like, come on, there's like thousands and thousands and thousands of videos an hour and, getting posted. That's all computer driven. Computers are stupid. They really are.
But I guess
what we tell them.
I guess the point that I'm trying to say is that, Misty, not just Sean, but there are other people out there, that are actually very knowledgeable and very good.
Yeah, I've got to take the time and connect with them privately so that I can do like a screen share type of thing and try and figure out.
And don't kick Filmora in the butt too hard, because I'll tell you what, I've been.
Well, no, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not kicking it. I've been away from YouTube doing school for almost 6 months, 7 months now. Like I've just started going live again
Awesome. But yeah,
about a month ago. I've got another clip I haven't published yet, Ghost, if you want to see it.
go
like-
for it.
2 seconds. I'm only going to show the first little bit because you were talking about orbs. And you're so excited about them. I'm very blasé, guys, because I see it, so I don't pay attention to it. And it just kind of... People watching my lives see more than I do.
As soon as she
I
gets
just want to say I'm glad that Sean and his wife are back.
yes.
You
Well,
know-
we're coming back. We're not back to where we were.
Yeah,
We're
but you know,
working
Oh,
on
I
it.
can't wait,
We're
Sean.
working
I'm
on
going to be spending all day tomorrow going through your videos.
they're right there from my backyard, Youngstown. You know,
Uh-huh.
and I miss Youngstown.
Speaking of which, Eddie, you still need to come here so you can do our remarriage thing.
And I am
Remember?
going to come to you. I promise you that. Because I'm
I
sorry.
asked Eddie to sing at our. We want to redo our vows, and I asked Eddie to sing for us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hey, Eddie, I got something for you real quick. I'm actually working on it. We're going to do a paranormal convention in May. So
Where?
I'm like scurrying right now to finish off a book. Actually, I started it 2 weeks ago, and I have to have it finished about the Mahoning Valley.
Oh,
Mm.
Paranormal, interesting stories. Here's a prime example. You're from Youngstown. Did you know JFK was in Youngstown 3 times?
yes.
Do you know what the
And
first
that
one
was
was for?
before he even came down here to San Antonio.
You know why he was in the first time in Youngstown?
No.
His best friend, who was the executive officer on PT 109, is
Mhm.
buried right next to us in Calvary Cemetery. He came and was a pallbearer.
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
Oh
46.
wow!
Yeah,
Wow.
that's pretty cool.
That is.
Okay, let's check this video out real quick.
Okay, you were talking. This is my kitchen. It's night vision,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why it looks so grayscale. And like it's got the timestamp on it and the date. And this is one I changed computers because my old one died, and I just actually came across this 2 days ago in some of the footage I was going through. But if you just watch, there's no mistaking that this is an orb.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, look at that.
Oh
Yep.
my god. Yeah. Yeah. You see how it
That's
disappeared?
awesome.
And it just keeps
Yeah.
going. Like they're constantly coming through.
And what's interesting that when I first observed that, okay,
Yeah.
that fan is not on.
No, it's not.
Nope.
So if you look at the motion of that, if that fan was on, then somebody would say, "Wow, it's just a dust of fan."
Mhm.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, no.
But that
And
fan's
the
not on.
ornaments that are hanging, the dream catcher and stuff in the window,
Mhm.
they're moving and there's no air.
That's
bring
cool.
bring that video back again, Mister. You can't just show it once and walk away. That was pretty damn cool.
Hey, wait a minute. It's like, you
Sorry,
know,
force
what-
a habit, guys. I apologize. You want me to restart it?
Yeah, go ahead and hold on a second. Let me change something right here.
No, it's sorry, force a habit. Like I said, I tend to go more on what other people say because like I hear them, I see them. Like we have a little spirit named Tommy that calls us mom and dad.
Okay, first of all, blow up your picture.
Okay.
Center button. Center one,
Okay.
the box. The
Yeah,
box.
I'm just
There
trying
you go.
to.
All right. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay.
You see these ornaments right here?
Yeah, but those are so far away. The one that I was paying attention to, and Sean mentioned that the fan wasn't blowing. Look at the
Okay.
strings underneath there. It don't take much to move those strings,
no.
and they're not moving whatsoever.
And if you watch the ornaments, they are.
All right, can you play it back again?
Hmm.
Watch where it comes out of. What do you have over there that it would make that come out?
All that is behind that is a little miniature bathroom, and our bedroom is on that wall.
What is that picture that's in the middle of the wall?
Yeah, that's what my question was.
That is a cross stitch that my mother-in-law made while she was pregnant for my husband.
Of what?
Hmm.
57 years old.
Okay, what is it?
Hmm.
What is it? I can't see
I'd
it
be
clearly.
interested to run a K2 over that
It's a
thing.
farm.
Yeah.
There's a K2 in the corner and it didn't go off. And there's
Yeah,
a
but
cat
there
ball
could be
right
some
there.
sort of something with that picture right there.
Because it came out of the picture. We all saw that.
Yeah.
It came out of the picture. So something in that area and or the objects or something
Well,
like
I'm
that.
thinking because this house was renovated right from the basement up before we bought it. And it was standing for 30 years before we bought it. There used to be a doorway right where this smaller picture is, where the dehydrator is. That used to be a doorway.
Okay.
Okay. Could be
would,
that too.
that would make absolute sense. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you look at that, I'll see if I can pause it. I'll take it back to where. Oh, come on. I'll have to pause it and then slowly work it up.
No, that makes
Watch-
perfect. That makes perfect.
Watch the edge of it.
Misty, I'm telling you, if we look right there was a face. But we ever get that our show going again, we're gonna have you on
Like,
with
look
you.
at the definite edge. And there's
yeah.
something inside it.
Yeah, but that's why I knew, because there was either something with the picture. That's why I asked you about that area or the objects around it. And now that you mentioned the door, that's the most common thing that ever happens. That in a renovated place, you'll see something come through the wall. It's like, why is that? You do the history.
Yeah.
Guess what? There was a door there at one time. Spirits do not recognize doors. They're used to their pattern. They're used to the direction they went through or a doorway they're going through. And as far as the spirits are concerned, there's still a door there.
Yeah, and can you see the ornaments there?
Mm-hmm.
There's no lights in there that would be making that. There's no crystals on it.
Yeah, I don't. My eyes have gotten really bad.
It's just flashing a little bit there. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's awesome. That's okay. Now you got me excited about damn orbs again.
Well,
Thank you.
I could put my camera on right now, guys, for you if you want.
My screen, like I said, I'm on a free Zoom unless one of you guys got a paid version. And it's late at night. It's like 9, almost 10 o'clock in Ohio. I do know that. Eddie, I don't know how long you can stay up.
Not long because I gotta work in the morning.
Yeah, lucky.
Yeah, I'll be going live this Saturday, guys, at 9 our time.
Sean and Maria Ann. Is it Maria Ann? Did I say that right?
Marianne.
Marianne.
Marion.
Miss Marianne. Sunday around 7 o'clock, Eddie?
7:30.
7:30 Central Time.
Well, it'll be 8:30.
8:30 our time.
8:30 your time, because we're an hour behind you.
And
Mhm.
he does a live show, an absolutely fantastic live show. He does spirit boxes. He brings guests up. I would love to see you guys get together, especially Misty with yours. You know, revamp another ghost story, bring pictures or photos or whatever. Eddie, I think you'd be all over that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and I would not mind having them up. This Sunday, I do have a special guest coming up, but I think I got next Sunday open
Hi,
if
Jen.
anybody would like to. I would love to have you. And you'd be surprised. There's always might be somebody big that comes in, somebody small, never know. You know,
Everybody starts out small.
Absolutely. Everybody starts with 0 subscribers.
exactly. And we promote everybody because we're about love.
Nice.
Just
Okay,
saying.
So not this Sunday, next Sunday. We hope to get everybody together, correct?
Correct.
Sure.
If everybody's not busy or, like I said, 8:30 is when he starts. So about 9 o'clock, your time would be a good time to start jumping in and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I would love to see it because I would love to see your experience, your knowledge, and everything else like that. And the places, 370 places. How many people do you know that's been to 370 places that are not on TV?
No.
Not that many.
Nobody.
You know, and I would love to hear some of the stories. I know I'm going to be watching. I got less than 5 seconds. So everybody check these people out. Let's get their links back up. Thank you for being here, and God bless you, and take care,
No
Marianne.
worries, Booze.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
guys.
you.
All right, love you guys.
Have a good night, guys.
We
All
love
right.
you
Nice
too.
meeting you guys.
All right, the show is not over. I have to end it because I'm on the free Zoom, and I won't be able to get back the paid version until I get the car fixed. And if you're new here and you haven't seen it, and seeing what was going on. I've been doing fundraisers to get our car fixed because we, Colleen and I, also do what Eddie and Jen do. They DoorDash, and that's our income. That's our only income, our source of income. And our car broke down over 2 weeks ago. And but to thank God and bless it, you guys coming out and helping us out and getting us a fund so we can get the parts and stuff like that. The part is supposed to arrive sometime tonight. I highly doubt it because there's a snowstorm going on right now in our vicinity, so it's probably arrive sometime tomorrow. Also, even if it arrived today, I wouldn't have worked on the car because what I got to work on is the fuse box section, and I got to tear it apart, and I do not want to get any moisture or liquids inside the terminals and the prongs and whatnot because that would be a really bad thing. So that's what's going on with the car. So the part is coming. We've been verified. I got it on updated tracking, the whole 9 yards. So the car is going to be good to go here in the next couple of days, easy. But again, I'm thanking all of you that have helped out. There's a mystery person, gentleman, that really, I'm not even say what it was, but trust me, 90% is come from this gentleman. I don't know who he is. I can't find him. I asked him if he wants to join me on X, so I could personally and my family personally thank him. It was outrageous. It was just crazy how he helped us out. But, that's all more or less done and said. And we're happy for that. But I'm happy to be doing this. I'm not shutting the show off. I had to end the Zoom because it would have just cut out, and I didn't want to interrupt anybody's stories because I love listening to Eddie and his stories. I love Misty. She just literally just showed me something I've never seen before, and we made a discovery that if she hadn't said anything, if I hadn't said anything, she probably would have never mentioned it. But the fact that the orb that she showed came out where a door used to exist. So it makes perfect sense why that orb was coming out where it was coming out of. And it's a great orb. It truly is. It fades in and it fades out. I didn't see any. Eddie, what do you think? I don't know if Sean is them there, but I didn't see any wing movement. It's being as a bug. Second of all, bugs don't fade out. They just zip out of the scene, out of the camera view. This one faded before it even got to the camera, and it faded coming in. I was watching before it come up to see if I could see any glimmer of a bug, because bugs will shimmer. They have a wave pattern you can always detect, especially if it gets close to you. You can absolutely see that wave pattern. So grateful, and I'm looking forward to it. I truly am, Eddie. Having, even if it's just you and because I know Eddie does special guests where it's just his guest and them. Nobody else is jumping in there and stuff like that. And I would love to see Eddie and Jen go at it. And apparently Eddie knows Sean and them from I was in awesome. I want to see much more. Are you kidding me? I didn't even know she had that. The only two things I knew about was those colored orbs and that beagle, that dog, that ghost dog. And if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about where the heck is it? Right here. Let me zoom this in. This dog right here. That's a ghost dog, a spirit dog. That is not a real animal. And she caught that taking pictures in her backyard. Her backyard is just loaded. That's why I'm excited about it. I know Panic D is like, okay, we're going to check this out. And stuff like that. Wow. 400 hours, my gosh. And I thought my stuff was cool that I've caught. I have on one of my videos called the Splashing Orb. You might want to check it out, especially the last one, because the last one I didn't even know it was a double pane window. I thought it was a single pane window, and I couldn't figure out why it was splashing twice. The first splash, yes, but the second splash, no clue. No clue what was going on. Let's see. can show you guys that. This is my little. I haven't been into it for a long, long, long time. Uh, when we get towards the end. Okay. What you're watching for is an orb coming through this window. Look at this. Boom, boom. Did you see that? This is coming through. All right. Now here's what the cool part is. If you watch it, I actually think I back it up. I go slow. You'll actually see it splash through window like it went through water. Now here's where Marianne, using her scientific knowledge. See this round circle? Right there. It goes through once, and there's a second one here. And I couldn't understand why it looked like a splash effect twice. This is just right after I moved into this place. And I found out a little while later, the reason there's two splashes, that's my ugly ass face, is because it's not a single pane window. It is literally a two pane window. And you could tell it comes from outside. It comes from outside through the windows and whatnot. That first couple of weeks that I was there was the most intense and most active I've seen this place. And I known this place was active, but like it right here. This is what I'm talking about. You see this right here. This is a splash. This is after it comes through the window. And there's a second one where it comes through here. Have you ever seen that? And could there be a scientific explanation as to why it would do that? Because all the other orbs I see, I show, none of it does that. This is the first one ever I've seen where it comes through the window and it has a splash effect. And it doesn't just once, it does it twice. Because it's coming through a double pane window. So, like I said, that one is called the Splashing Orbs. You guys want to check that out. And then I got all kinds of other videos and whatnot. The cemetery was actually really cool, but I really haven't done that much since then. Now, she's saying it looks like a change from gas, solid, and some kind of science, blah, blah, blah. You know, I thought that too, because what is glass made of, everybody? It's made out of water. Water and sand, I believe. I mean, nowadays it's got more chemicals and compounds and stuff in it, yes, but the basic glass is just water and sand. And I mean, this is my stupid theory. I could be completely wrong and talking out of my boo-hole. But to me, that's what explains the splashing, because I've seen orbs like we saw one on the wall. I've never seen a splashing effect. And from gas to solid. But it definitely does come through the window, so it isn't like a bug, because you would have saw a splasher, right? It would have been the first window outside. Now I do have something. I was telling you, Eddie does a lot of spirit talking stuff, and he's got this cool program, and it's not an app, it's a program. So it doesn't have a database of words that will kick in and be thrown out every once in a while, as most spirit apps have. They have a database of words. So it's gonna throw words up, regardless. You could set this thing in a sterilized room, nothing in it, and it will start talking to you. And nobody's asking any questions, just by itself. That's because the way it's programmed. It's got to say something, otherwise it wouldn't be worth buying. What Eddie has, and he sent me, bought me mine, is called a Phasma box, and works on the same concept as a SB7 without all the white noise and the ch-ch-ch-ch, but it's basically the same thing. Runs out of radio frequencies and stuff like that. And anyways, I gotta remember how to. I'm trying to find something for. I don't want the counter. Am I spelling this wrong? Yeah, here we go. But anyways, it's a really cool thing. It's called the Phasma
I got
box.
access to Elon's Super Bowl ad.
How do I shut the
air.
volume?
It's so real they.
Okay, now I'm gonna find me. Here it is. Now what I'm going to show you guys, I turned the volume off, now I can't even. How do I turn the volume back on? Anybody know how I do it? Oh, it's right here. Okay, this is the Phasma box, and I was just sitting in the room one night, just listening to it and talking and whatnot. Again, it's like the SB7. It's playing in reverse. It's picking up frequencies from different radio stations in my area, and it's talking. Now, on a Phasma box or a SB7, anybody that's used these things know for a fact getting a word or two is pretty cool. Getting a full sentence, more than two or three words in one sentence on the same voice is really exciting. Getting an entire sentence with more than 3 words is incredible. Getting the same spirit with a few seconds of its first sentence, saying something else in the same voice from the same spirit, is next to incredible. And what's really cool is if you listen to it, what he says first, he says it as a question to himself, and then he pauses to think and reflect on what he's going to say next, and then he says something else behind it. Again, this is played in reverse, so you should not understand what it's saying. So here we go. And nobody was expecting it.
I was thinking, daughter. Write something.
You guys hear that? And nobody was expecting it. Listen how strong this is.
I was thinking, daughter. Write something.
It's the exact same spirit with the pause, reflecting what he was going to say next. And that's what was really cool about that. And I, after that happened, I couldn't have thanked Eddie and Jen so much, because like I said, I seen them use it. They use it all the time, and they get some great response, especially the one where they went to a different section of where they lived, and it was an empty apartment, and man, was he get some response. And he gets really, really good responses. I mean, it's intelligent responses. It isn't just these words being blurted out or something like that. No. They answer him, and it's really good. Eddie's just really good with that Phasma box, and he also has something else he uses. I can't remember what it's called, but Eddie just Georgia said she felt a strong connection concerning your relationship. Who's George? answering the more of a question, Marianne says, she says it's technically a liquid, which I kind of remember from my science class. That's why you see the beveling and the thicker glass at the bottom of the windows when they're that old. The water is dripping and gravity pulls it down. So, yeah. So, again, that's why, again, more science. Hey, you got a smart lady there. I'm telling you what. It's one thing I failed in class and I really wish I paid attention to. George said, okay, Eddie, Jen's vlog, and then some, your email. Panic D is asking if your email is good. Is a good one, Eddie. So, if you can answer that, that's the correct email on your bio, so he can get a hold of you. That's what they're asking there. And again, who the hell is George? And I don't have a relationship. I'm not in a relationship with anybody, except maybe myself, but that's a little TMI. The only relationship I got going on. I asked him earlier. I don't know if he did or not. What other social medias do you use, Sean? Okay, Eddie, he's on Facebook. Okay, he's on Facebook, Eddie, and he said it's S. Donnelly on Messenger and Facebook. Yeah, in this house, nobody's dating anybody or nothing. We kind of like it that way. Less headaches. Bad enough I live with 3 women and a female dog and 2 male. I'm the only male in this house except for the 2 cats. Why I stay in my room. Good. I'm glad these guys are getting communicating. But yeah, this house has paranormal activity. The one I'm in right now. And I know that for a fact. Matter of fact, it's been proven multiple times. I've heard disembodied voices, disembodied crying. That actually brought me out of my room downstairs thinking one of the girls were hurt. We've heard whistling in this house. I actually have it on video somewhere of a black shadow coming out of a wall, peeking in, and I guess saw the camera and then took off. You can actually see that it was a male, but we have a little girl spirit, and Colleen and I, we think we know what the name is. Her name is Rebecca, and we highly believe she's buried in the backyard, because back then it was nothing but woods back there. And people have seen her live. I was doing I was playing a game or something on my computer, and I had the computer against the wall so the camera could see the door, my bedroom door, and which was closed because I didn't want to wake up the girls. And the people I was playing with knew I had girls in the house, 2 teenage girls, but they didn't know anything about the haunted. They didn't even know I did paranormal stuff. So there's no reason, for them to say anything else except for what they saw. And a gentleman that I was talking to, he says, "Oh, is that one of your girls?" And I turned around real quick, and nobody was there. The door was still closed. And I said, "What girl?" And he goes, "Oh, she must have left." I like, there was no girl there. because one, you can hear my door open. It makes this really weird creaking sound. And two, as fast as I flipped my head from when he said it, there's no way any of the girls could have got out of the room that fast and closed the door without me hearing it. It's just impossible. And then I stopped and I said, "Can you describe this girl?" Now, what he described was a long brunette hair almost down to her waist, wearing a plaid kind of jacket like I am, and a dress. About anywhere between 5 and 9 years old. And that's when I told him, and I said, "Are you sure you saw that?" He goes, "Yeah, she was right there." He didn't see her come in, he just saw her standing there. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm going to mark that up as a visual sighting. The very next night, my oldest was going to the restroom, which is right next to my door, was walking in to the bathroom, and she caught a glimpse of a young lady walking into my room. At that time, she goes, "Oh, my youngest is up here." And I said, "No, there's nobody in the room." She goes, "No, I just saw her. She's in the room. She just went in the room, never left." I said, "She's not in here." To the point that my oldest thought I was lying to her, that she comes storming in my room to look behind the computer, and she was gone. And I stopped her. I said, "Describe what you saw." Exact same thing. Long, dark brunette hair, plaid-like jacket, wearing a dress. And this was the very next day. I recorded orbs. I recorded the blankets being tossed in the air on my bed. Absolutely did that. I've had phantom smells in this room. Just a few nights ago, you come up our stairs, they're old stairs, and they creak anytime we come up. And I was just coming out of the restroom, and it was dark up here. And I could hear somebody coming up the stairs. And I know somebody was coming up the stairs because, like I said, I know what the stairs sound like. So I figure I'd play a little prank on them and scare whoever was coming up the stairs. And I'm waiting. I could hear the footsteps coming up. And then it stopped. Nobody was there. And I waited and waited. I didn't hear them go back downstairs. I just heard them coming up, got to the first landing, and nothing was there. I waited a couple of minutes. Nobody showed up. So we got the footsteps on the stairs again. We got dark shadows darting around again. I've had black orbs. Twice I've seen black orbs running against the wall in this room, which doesn't really necessarily mean bad things. They also represent teachers, education, or something like that. So, yeah, this place is definitely haunted, and the activity is definitely starting to pick up a little bit because the later day I saw a shadow while in the hallway. You got to understand, Colleen's brother passed away here a couple years ago, young man, and for the first 2-3 weeks, he was ill enough that he basically stayed upstairs, and he would only walk from his bedroom, which is across the hall from me, to the bathroom and back. It was just every day he'd be doing that. To the point that it's what's the word? Repetitive. That you still once in a while will see his shadow go from the room to the bathroom. We had one dog named a husky named Winnie was sitting by the bathroom and literally watched, like she would do when John was still alive, watched John come down the hallway, lift her head up, and twist her neck to watch him go into the bathroom, just like a dog is following you. My oldest and I both watched Winnie do that. She perked her up because she was laying down, and she perked up, looked down the hallway, and you could see her head follow something, turn her head, and watch it going into the restroom. Residue. Yes. And so we have those types of spirits in here and whatnot. Just follow all three of them. Eddie and Jen, the vlogs is I think his main one. $22 out there and it's snowing. Well, shit. God, it's a great night. Ella, she popped in for a couple minutes. That was awesome. I need to do something with Misty real quick, though. There she goes. All right, Misty, you got yourself a wrench as well. I want to make sure Eddie and Sean are hooked up in the Facebook messaging. So one of you two let me know when you guys are locked in with each other. Because I need to get my butt dressed. And I really don't want to, but I'm going to have to walk all the way to the frickin' Quick Trip. You're very welcome, Misty. I should have done that years ago. I'm going to have to find that live video I did when I first moved here of a cranky spirit that opened a drawer in our kitchen. We were all in the living room and we could hear banging, but we were so used to it that we just kind of ignored it. And I was doing a live stream that night and you'll hear me say, oh, something's in the kitchen, but I'm just going to leave it alone. Well, that pissed off whatever was in the kitchen, to the point it took a whole bunch of utensils out of one of our drawers and slammed it on the floor. You guys can hear that on the live. And I remember actually as well, you're not going to ignore that. I know you all heard that. And we ran in the kitchen, and sure enough, there was utensils all over the floor. We've had our water turned on and off in this room. We've had touching. I just recently had my head touched as I was walking to the living room. There's something that likes to mimic voices in here because every once in a while, I think just about all of us have heard. Yeah, I'm about to close it down myself. You need to get up at 5 for work. You need to take a nap. I heard you, brother. Thank you very much. And I'm so grateful and so blessed Lord that Marianne is better now, and that hurts me to my heart because my mom passed of cancer. So thank you. All right, guys. With that, and he's more or less wrapping up. Get your links out one more time so everybody could make sure they click on them. Get them up, and then we will close this show down. No, bless you all. Seriously. Let's see those links. I do have other links of people that I promoted earlier this evening, I should say. Go ahead, get to the top. You'll see that. I got 3 or 4 people in there. Make sure you check them out. Subscribe. There's there's Panic D, one of the most educated, knowledgeable paranormal people you'll ever meet. They've been over to 370 plus places, and they're not done yet. You got Eddie and Jen, my brother from another mother, but the same father, is what we like to say. And his beautiful wife, Miss Jen. We got Misty Mountain with the best haunted backyard I've ever seen. So thank you guys for coming up. Thank you. Make sure you check them all out. Click on their links, subscribe. If you want to say Ghost Dog sent you, it doesn't bother me either way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So with that, I want you all to take care, stay blessed, and keep it between the lines. I am going to get my butt out of here. Love you all. Hope we do this again.